I thought
Oh.
I thought I was Bambi or not.
No.
Right?
Another mention bless me this one.
A feeling, you know, like so much happened
Mm-hmm.
in that time, boy. So we come here today. Welcome, Black.
Yeah.
Miguel. It's kind of an open session,
Yeah.
but we have one big announcement to make. Is that we're going back on a Saturday evening.
Yeah. Saturday evening. We will finalize whether it's 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had to determine that, but
Yeah.
we're going back
Right?
to 7
But
o'clock
we're going
to
back
Saturday
that
evenings.
Saturday evening.
Yeah.
More people will be
Available. Yeah.
Right? Especially, and that will work more, especially when we go back to the interactive where you'll be able to call in.
Yeah.
And them kind of thing now.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah. We here. You know, so much of things happening between the last time we was on was what? The second week in July.
Yeah.
Or the third week in July.
Yeah.
We take the break and let's take part in the emancipation celebrations. All kind of thing happen. Part of that is what we're going to talk about. We'll spend about an hour today.
Yeah.
I want to say, just like I tell them in a group,
Mm-hmm.
we real blast with people when we feel they do right.
Yeah.
But that energy don't come out when they actually do something right?
Yeah.
So even though I take part in the emancipation celebrations as a vendor, I remember before I started vending, I started to be disillusioned with the village.
Yeah.
Me and we brethren in Space.
Yeah.
Right? Space was actually the first person I used to go there online with.
Right.
All kind of people are asked to go. Right? And both of us in having discussions start to get disillusioned with it. And because of some of the ways we see it was going.
Yeah.
And even though it takes time, we see some of them changes. I around it long enough not to see some of them changes, and I want to acknowledge to the ESC. While I still have some fire to burn even from the inside. Right? I want to acknowledge some of them changes, like the way the tents made up and them kind of thing now.
Right.
People seem to feel more comfortable
in
the village. Vendors and the people who come in to take part, to purchase stuff, you know, I like. So I want to shout them out for that, because on the ground, one thing we know for sure on the ground, the people who on the ground in the ESC, there's work real hard.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So we want to shout out for that, because you know, we not be running from rain like we used to be.
Yeah.
It used to be a real cat and mouse.
Yeah.
For us with tents and things. Miguel, you was there, yeah. You understand? real cat and mouse.
Not 1 year.
You understand? Right. So we want to say, big up to them for that.
Right.
You know, we also want to stand in solidarity with Sister Zakia. What I didn't find out, but I'm sure she didn't go there in her own personal capacity. She went there as a representative of the ESC.
Yeah.
In the consultation, the public consultation for the renaming and removal of colonial signs and streets and
statues.
And that disrespectful male figure. Man.
Yeah.
I want to tie that into the ESC now. Simply because I tell them, when we do like we self, nobody else can like we.
Facts.
You understand? When we do show each other respect,
nobody
not going to respect we. This man leave his house, come into a place that he know going to have national cameras, newspapers, radio stations, some kind of representative from media will be there.
Yeah.
And while an elder like himself was speaking, now him just as a young person, he could say I don't respect you. An elder like himself speaking, he talking about go back Africa. But all of them had to be diplomatic, right? While being there, I realized that I wasn't there, because I would have tell you how your dirty stinking mother cunt. No, it have certain people. Remember, I keep telling all you, Karen, it has certain things you can't say it nicely.
Yeah, it's not nice what you say.
You're right. There are things you have to put in place. Once you're saying it.
Yeah.
Right? And then too, you have to remember too. Remember these people have their own agenda too.
Right.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So don't matter what and how do they say like time and place?
Yeah.
That bullshit.
It has no time and place for
that. Yeah. Correct.
Right? You're out of time and
Bad, yeah.
one time.
Yeah.
Right? So it has no right or wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
To rebuff.
Yeah. You know,
and the response should have been just as brazen in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just as brazen.
And by this, I mean a lot of we.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of we. This thing here, that cheap thing.
I'm not on that.
Right?
I'm not on that, brother.
A lot of we that kind of embedded in me.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, a old man they tell me he say, you gotta remember, like part of we watch words.
Yeah.
Tolerance.
Yeah.
You understand? I say, well, how much tolerance you go have?
You go have, yeah. Especially for something like disrespect.
Yeah, you have to know.
I only gave you one chance to lash me, brother.
No, not even to reach that, not even that.
Yeah.
Right? As a big man.
Yeah.
Right? As a big man, I mean, that man could probably be my father.
Probably.
Surely.
Surely.
No, if I want to be disrespectful, I'm just cut you a second. I want to be disrespectful. I can well, you know, them don't have the kind of melanin we have. So
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it is you looking at it from that, especially speaking to a sister,
yeah,
a woman in front of you.
Yeah.
I mean, I is the first one will tell you when dealing with man and woman.
Yeah.
Right? You are equal rights, you have to be able to take equal
left too, yeah.
But at the end of the day,
yeah,
right? Respect is where respect you.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Every time.
The forum, the situation, the place that you're in.
Yeah.
Right? Demanding that respect. Even if it is a respect for the individual.
Yeah.
Right?
The forum.
Yeah.
Where you are.
Yeah.
Right?
But I just tell you how them just think. Because when
the agenda that
they carry in, that's right.
You have to remember that too. That's a major part of it.
Yeah. Them fellas and them operating outside here like they, and it have a good portion of the society right now, I find real out of pocket. You know what I mean? They just saying what they feel to say, and as if we do respond, you know, they go say we violent. But it do have to be that, because at the end of the day, like my brethren Nadil always say, as a country, as a nation, we do respect office now. That's right. We do respect office now. Yeah. You understand? So when you know, all right, you're in a space and it have a figurehead there, whether it's your boss, whether it's the prime minister, whether it's the minister or wherever, it have a certain order and decorum you have to have. That you have to conduct yourself with, right? Forget the colonialism and all them kind of things. It's just straight respect.
Yeah.
You dig? And manners make it mad. And I find at that place and that time, the fact that you could think, that you could say that, they tells me all I need to know. You understand? It tells me how you in your mind perceive that event, how you feel about the matters being discussed. Right? Much less the individual who was speaking.
Yeah.
You understand, man? So that in itself, brother, I mean, as he said, everything happened over the last couple of weeks.
This is where I want to jump back.
Yeah.
Right? I was also very disappointed in the utterances from the so-called proud black men in the audience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Especially people who are around that woman the whole life.
Yeah.
No, they will make excuses because one thing they're good at is speaking properly and pronouncing the THs, the and thou. Right? But you didn't have to go as far as I know when they and say how you're thinking. You didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Because I said, because one thing I'm good at now in my 40s is giving you back that same venom, but without using obscenity, so you can go in a certain kind of way.
Yeah, using your vocabulary.
I using back your own thing again, saying, go back Africa, pay for it, because you is living beneficiaries.
Yeah.
why
Free
we here,
labor,
you know.
yeah.
That's why all of feel so connected to some of them history.
Yeah.
Fine. But I tell you, we are history to show us that when we was working
Yeah.
towards going back to Africa
Yeah.
without all your help,
Yeah.
all your self-sabotage it.
Mm-hmm. And there's always do it.
I'll say it again.
There's always do it.
There's a new wave of young African people in this world
Mm-hmm.
that, given the opportunity,
Yeah. They're gone.
we will repatriate.
Yeah.
So here's what my words to that idiot. Right? Give us reparations, let us repatriate.
Yeah.
See how much they will live without we, because they have grown accustomed to a certain lifestyle because of us.
Because of, yeah.
So you say, now let us say that, and somebody in the crowd is bullet. Oh, you can say go back.
Yeah.
Come on, man, only have enough information and education and only to respond intellectually better than that.
Better than that. Mr. Speaker, I don't find that's very, that's come on, man. That's not acceptable.
Come on, man, that's your response? As somebody who is even more articulate than myself,
Yeah.
somebody who have more factual history.
Yeah.
So even if you don't want to go down the emotional answer route, you go down that route, like, that is your response to that?
Yeah.
Or what them to respect we?
I have to remember too, the men of them who answer that and who say that,
Yeah.
still, don't mind all the intellect and all the things, it's still under Massa with it,
Yeah. Correct.
right? And when them look up there and they see Massa,
Yeah.
humble themselves one time.
Yeah. And that is one of the problems I have with, he might not agree, but I is not no stakeholder in that no more. Right? I didn't go this year because I personally feel if I continue to support it, I empower in it. Right? That's just how I feel.
Which is the
village.
right.
Right? The whole celebration has become a political platform.
Yeah, boy.
Right? Where in the morning, when they're supposed to have the proclamation and whatever, you have a politician coming to speak. Me personally, brother, that no place for that. That no place for that. That is not the place for that. And then after thing, you comment about Rastafari and all kind of shitness in my head. Right? But I understand that only gain them that space because they're paying for it, basically, Because every year, all they're collecting all your, what do they call it? Subvention. And that is the money that all they just take to put towards the village and make it a thing. Right? So you have to tread light. I get that. But that is where I find, as a community now, the support committee is supposed to say, all right, here what's going on. We get our money this year, we make X amount of money, and next year we don't want to hear from it. You understand? By however you decide to do it, even if you say, all right, we don't want all the money again, next year, you call everybody in advance from all, let me say January, February, March up there. Because emancipation is the same time every year. You call all your stakeholders, which is the vendors. Right? The vendors, the sponsors, whoever. You call them and you say, hey, we're doing so, we need X amount of money. We need bam, 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 bam. Everybody always start to pay up in front. You understand? So now, you have no choice. You don't need them again, really, In our real life, you don't really need them. Because if everybody come together as the community and we say, right, you know how much you just pay for a boot. Everybody know how much you just pay for boots. Now, I know there's a small portion of the money. You understand? But it has so much things that they could do. And I just find that kind of like, all right, thanks for the money, we don't want to talk too loud kind of thing. That is a problem for me because on the next side, when we look at the Mahasabha, right, them just talk hard. Really? And then they say it with the chest. You understand?
So it goes back to what you said earlier on. It goes back to the fact that the Mahasabha and their community have worked out the kinks in them supporting them.
That's correct.
We have not realistically worked out that yet because, as I said to you already, I don't disagree with wanting to be able to finance this thing for ourselves.
Agreed.
But the reality of that is, some of the people and the vendors that come there, is they scrape and scrape to make up for that. and that village,
Let's get them.
some of
let's
them,
pay.
some of just represent the earnings for the rest of the year
Right.
in the majority,
Right.
right? No, that is not an excuse to say we're not trying to reach the what you saying.
Yeah. The independence.
My thing is, I remember having a discussion with two prominent young black men years ago, and the discussion come up again. But that we getting older, and we give thanks for life
Yeah.
because now, don't throw the baby with the bathwater
Yeah.
has become a real
Reality.
reality
Yeah.
for me. Like where before I did, like that statement so stupid. You understand? But now when dealing with a situation like this now,
Yeah,
like I
yeah,
tell them like.
You get to
We
understand
don't
what it really
agree
mean.
with everything the elders of the ESC doing,
Yeah.
but the connections that them people and them make invaluable.
Yes.
These people have connections all over the continent, all over. I mean, I make contact with a lady in Saturday who is from the Gambia.
Yeah.
You know, it cannot be downplayed, but I will be the first to say it, that it needs some
Tweaking.
2020 blood.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
It
you know
needs
that.
some-
You know that enough, man.
It needs some
That don't
2020 blood,
Yeah.
Afraid that don't get.
right?
So,
Young blood.
let me ask you something.
Yeah.
What's the retirement age in Trinidad?
Well, boy,
65.
hey, before you go, just don't go. Let's say loud. Mortel, Sheldon Mendoza, Mommy, Aquino, and I see Levi Richards. First time I seen her name, so welcome Levi Richards. Everybody blessings.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Good afternoon, everybody, again.
We ain't seen them yet.
Huh?
You not seen them yet?
No. Yeah, yeah, like I was asking, the retirement age is 65, right? We have a man in power right now, and it had men before him that was almost 80. What are you doing there?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Oh, and in some ways, they're quick to look at other countries and say, well, you know, this country doing that. All right, France president or prime minister, whoever is
In the
40s.
In the
Yeah.
40s, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
You think that could happen down here? No, a serious question. You really think that
We
could
gotta
happen?
go so far. Where's the age of the parent ingredient?
Yeah, he's
Well,
a youth.
Yeah, yeah,
That fella's
A
youth.
youth man.
yeah, but
That fella's a
them
youth.
free that way. And what you say about the Massa band?
Mm-hmm.
On Independence Day in McBean,
Mm-hmm.
there's a food festival. Well, all you know food is meat,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Right. So there's a food festival by I can't remember the name of the ashram. I can't remember.
Right.
Chinama or something so.
Right.
Chin Maya Mission.
Chin Maya,
Maya
yeah,
Mission.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, there.
There's a food fair, vegetarian. Everything is vegetarian. You know,
Proper.
proper food. And there's do like East Indian style foods and
Right.
now everything that they do there is basically charity.
Right.
So all the proceeds that is make will is go towards helping the thing. People who come and sell voluntary,
Right.
they make our money as well. And
Hold the microphone.
what I joined this to come back.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
what it is
yeah,
I was
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Everything that there is prepared, focused, and made for that community,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the community comes out in droves.
Yeah.
Or they think it had plenty people for fireworks and parade. Here now. No, I've been to it. I think it's 3 times they had it or something. I've been to it twice.
Right.
Right? And the first time I went by mistake. I was looking for somewhere and I see the place and you know, I really thought it was a wedding partner. You know, because the way I seen people dress up
Dress
and
up,
thing,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
traditional Independence Day in traditional Indian
way.
way,
Yeah.
going for lunch.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And I ended up speaking to one of the people who in charge of that.
Mm-hmm.
And man, real nice, real knowledgeable about them thing,
Yeah.
right? And I started to talk to him about food, and that is where the communication starts. Because you know me, I eat down the road with that. Right? So I started to talk about the Navratan Karmas and the Lal Batata, all these things, right?
Yeah.
And he asked me if I could speak Hindi. I tell him I could speak a little bit. So, you know. So we talking, and what I realized, and what make me remember, they didn't ask nobody to help them do that.
Oh.
Nobody. You know.
You and Karen plan this conversation.
No. I just remember that because
Yeah.
I mean, when it is he was talking to me, I was like, but I mean, so I, out of shipping. So next year, I go through a babuto. He said, "Come, my son." Man say, "My son, come." Say, what is he was talking? The food we was speaking about.
Yeah,
Because I was telling them that instead of using this, we in Trinidad, I just use this.
that's right.
Right?
Right.
Because like lal batata is like is potatoes with a spicy red curry, right? Jeera, cinnamon, and whole chilies.
Right.
Right?
Pepper.
Right? Yeah, it's real hot. It's a real hot dish, right?
No
and
thanks.
I was telling them I just infuse it with gobi aloo. Gobi is cauliflower,
Right.
right? So cauliflower, potatoes, onions, all,
Yeah.
and I infused the two dishes because one done already have potato and the gobi, just mix it up.
Yeah.
He said he has never heard that. He said that sounding so delicious. If it is a try it, bring some for him. Right? So when I tell him, I said, well, next year, just over shipping it.
Yeah.
The man said, my son, come.
Yeah. Come true.
You'll have a booth right over there by the fountain. Go ahead. You understand? So if no, when I always just hear always say is a support is a verb.
Action, yeah.
It's an action word. And sometimes I just make joke with all the with you and Jeresto and thing that I not black enough to talk on a topic.
No. We don't agree with that.
You
at all.
say that?
Yeah, we don't agree with that at all.
But let me show you something about now. People have to realize that nobody for you. You have to be for you.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
So these people for themselves. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
That's all
Right.
You know,
I say that all the time.
They put what they need to put in place for themselves.
Yeah.
And it works.
Yeah.
And it works well.
And how they start? You know how they start? Small.
Yeah.
We feel, I don't know what it is wrong with we, that we feel everything had to build up big first. It don't have to be big all year. Right? A cocoa looks the small so, they start small so, and when you nice it up, it just get big. Oh God, all year come now. We don't have to keep.
You know what a big part of that psychology is. I remember hearing Dr. Uma talk about that,
Yeah.
And again, it goes back to Amos Wilson saying how we just support now. We like to support big things.
Support what?
Big things. So,
agreed.
For us as a people, and I'm talking to us as African people, as black people, a big part of the problem with that is for something to get big, you have to support it right now.
Yeah.
That plant that you like in the yard, that you see by the neighbor, that plant not getting nice. So, even if you take a plant out, you have to wet it, you have to clean around it, you
have to fertilize it.
You understand?
Yeah.
I remember having a discussion with us, some people from we group, and nobody didn't understand what I was saying. Two of them are business now, they don't understand what I was saying.
Okay.
I tell them, don't patronize me, don't buy a jersey or a dashiki for me to put it in the wardrobe to tell me 5 years later.
I did buy a jersey from you. Yeah. You ain't talking to me.
You understand?
Let me see you
bring it to your wife in town and both all you rocking Nubian experience. That's what I want to see. You understand? And I'm saying that's where the support coming now, because you'll be living on the street. They start off something like what Miguel saying, they start small. It might start in a yard. You pass and you look down and then you just go in. Oh, something when the gate open, you see in public, you see people, you ain't passing to look or nothing. I shared back something today from Sheldon Mendoza, breaking down 2 words. We say we're living in a community warhood.
Yeah.
I heard there's something else high thing on that.
Neighborhood, yeah.
You understand? So, but where's the community come to unite?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And we not living like we living in communities anymore now. Everybody inside, nobody. Now, granted, we are
Somebody had to start it.
not just that. Even before we started, because look at what we just do here on Christmas. That started off with me just with a table out there. And then we turn it into,
We have 10 tables now.
you understand? We had to turn back, we had to tell people now we full up.
Yeah.
That is how it reached,
Yeah.
right? But we also have to acknowledge some people are genuinely scared
Yeah.
of the time, of the crime,
Yeah.
to come outside, right?
Yeah.
By telling them, I say, yo, all they had to,
We can't be afraid.
yeah, because you're going to, you in bond, if you living in your box, then basically you in jail.
Yeah.
And me ain't come out here to live in jail.
Yeah.
That fear thing what they're talking about too, that goes with a lot of different things there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I go tell always talk chef talk
Yeah.
and when it is that I start to cook the food and I bring food and things.
Mm-hmm.
People tell me, food tasting good, open my place.
Talk about it.
Yeah, they're saying food
Now
tasting
you not
good.
touch out.
You know, food tasting good.
But we get it.
Open my business, wherever.
Mm-hmm.
But you see that word they use, fear.
Crippling.
It's not. I wouldn't say towards that. It's not crippling
Mm-hmm.
because I know what I could do. I know my limits.
Yeah.
Right. But the situation that I'm in, it's fearful for me to stop what I'm doing
Mm-hmm.
to do that.
Right.
And I'm admitting this to all your big men.
Right.
Right? But you always behind me, right? The other day I posted a video.
Yeah.
When I just said make the food and thing and I put it up. And a partner of mine put the song from Kill Lion, Better Than Them.
Mm-hmm.
And he captioned the video, yeah, we better than them. Now the reason for that is it have a certain man or by we that sell pork and thing.
Right.
And we just buy food all over the country. We buy food and things.
Right.
And I tasting this thing, but I was like, this man making money off of this, boy. And he watching me, boy. Yeah, that man watch me in my face, Andrew. My wife say, you can ask my wife. My wife say, no, right here. I say, no, here. When I hear cousin say, no, behind and his wife. That man watch me in my face. You is a fucking asshole. Just, I said, what, man? He said, we're cooking tomorrow. And I tell him. He said, I'll come in for some food tomorrow.
Yeah.
And when he put on the Better Than Them story. You understand?
I'm going to get a bit better than that now. Pandemic.
Yeah.
We inside. Can't come out. Curfew.
Oh!
We are curfew. We was on a curfew.
Yeah, I don't understand.
We was on a curfew.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we couldn't go outside. And only certain people could go in town and things like nurses and everything, right? Yeah, mommy, come on, Unity. So, Saturday morning, sleeping a little late. Pring. Yeah. You home? Yeah. Where I go be? Yeah, come downstairs now. So now I'm going downstairs with Yampin Ma, yeah?
If you listen to the video, you hear Better Than Them.
No, boy, that's not. Wait. Hold on.
And I know.
Put this up in the camera, boy.
I know.
To put this up in the camera, boy. Oh, let's take a look at this now. You see that? On the screen? Oh, yeah. What's this now? What's that now, boy? You see what we begging the man? We begging the man, boy.
Well, watch now. I go downstairs, right?
Yeah.
You see where you driving?
Yeah.
The man pull up. Trunk open. Yeah, man, we were slide thing, the man set up doubles, man. All you to understand this, right? The man in The man didn't bring doubles in a bag, you know. The man make doubles and set up container with pepper, china, mango,
Community.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But they're not here right, you know.
Mm.
So it's 2 hours from school.
You have a
Living up there now.
Yeah.
Living up
Right?
in one of them.
So he called she. So she come with she on too.
Yeah.
You know, people come outside thinking somebody come up the hill selling the house.
I noticed it because
What's that?
but people line up for them.
People see the whole face. When they tell them I'm 9 selling, I telling them, well, I just bring for my friends now. I say, boy, it's a good thing she here because she was living there longer than me. I say, it's a good thing she here because them people might not get around it. What's that? People mad.
But and you take out money and hand man.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Hey,
So what happened was that my
you know
friend
the one?
she gave her one of hers
Yeah.
because a girl like she wanted to cry. I was
I'm
like,
telling you. They say, watch now, days when it had nothing outside.
See what they did?
yeah.
Yeah, what's that? Days when it have nothing outside. So to see somebody pull up,
Yeah.
open up, and you seeing, you ain't see a man hand a brown bag, you know. You see a man dipping like if you're going on here.
Yeah.
What?
Proper.
But I tell you, that's just the 2 people will be looking outside. Eh?
Yeah.
Because you talking about this early in the morning, maybe after 7 in the morning.
Mm.
I reached by you 7 o'clock.
Right.
Because why I can tell you that is because I was going to the home, the children's home,
Right.
to give, and because the children's home and the old folks home is right next to one another.
Right.
Like it's about home in Belmont,
Mm-hmm.
right? Close to like Providence, there's our
Yeah.
old folks home.
Yeah, I
and
know
you
it.
go down the road,
Yeah.
it have a little children's home, but the children's small, you know. So I coming back from the children's home, coming back from here, and police stop me. Big man,
What you
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
outside? Yeah.
tell them look come by weekend. So I see you. So you think, yeah, I don't know what was doing. I find yourself, boy. I say, here we're going.
Man, so when they own interest.
Home.
Yeah.
I said, let me sort out the children.
Yeah.
And what I see, yeah, I have 2 hours. Well. I have 5 of them in the car. I said, but it's 5 hours in the car. He said, so that I was 2 down.
Aye.
Policeman, big policeman.
I'm telling you.
I said, yeah, we're going. I said, tomorrow,
Yeah.
right? Not tomorrow, but I have something to do tomorrow. I said, well, when I'm doing it again,
Yeah.
when you work it, and you tell me is there I think it was, right?
At the station.
Yeah. He tell me go be in the station for 8 o'clock. I said, I go come down.
You
When
went?
I walk in that station, that man watch me.
Doubting.
But if it is a little bit again, I will be pregnant. You know that man watch me about. I just outside, you know, I said, just tell me
No,
what.
but that is it. That is part of it too. Now,
Yeah.
but
Correct.
I want to go back to that thing he talked about, and it's something that we got to tell we younger people who might have opportunities or might have thoughts about going into their own business now. You see that fear?
It's fearful. It's very
That fear, really, right? Because as I always say, I feel one of the biggest regrets, if I want to use the word regret, is when my father had offered me to use half of his business place on the major road in Arima. Sometimes I was selling DVDs and CDs.
Mm-hmm.
And he see a serious intent we actually buy machines and things. He said, well, you go take half. This is right with the Maxi and I'm stopping out in Arima
Mm-hmm.
on the main road. Right? And you go, I go put a door in front for you, so you got your own entrance, and you go do your thing there. And this is in the height of the DVD scheme. And these people call me for work. Them time I ain't working, I do it as selling DVDs.
Mm.
And the people and them call me to work. And I watch that and I say, boy, that might be up and down. And I study again a salary. And I say, see that there? I feel that would be a big game changer for my life if I had.
A salary,
Set up,
a
man.
salary is the most addictive thing.
Yeah, I feel if I had set
Forget
up that
gambling
right there.
and cigarette and cocaine and thing, but a salary.
Nah. Sugar and doubles. I'm nothing more addictive than sugar and doubles. Right? You can tell what.
Well, you got to call the salary sugar. got to call it salary,
I'm fighting that doubles addiction. Right?
Because when I was working, it's the same problem I had.
Yeah.
Even though my business was open.
Right now, I'm sober.
That
When I was
and they don't tell you
working,
about that, you know. They don't,
No,
that's
no,
something
no,
you don't
no,
hear
no.
people explaining to young entrepreneurs, young potential business people. You don't hear them explaining that.
Yeah.
Now, what's serious
So
to
them-
the
That's why I just make it my business to go and talk to school children and thing, because sometimes they go ask you questions, how long you in the business, how long you doing this, how long you doing that. Because remember, what them seeing in front of them is the finished product.
Yeah.
Right.
Them ain't seeing all the hardship, the suck. You know what I mean? The hard work.
Stretch in the night, the wife.
I had to put my foot up on the wall.
You understand?
I tell you, I don't want to put my foot
Yeah.
up on the wall. You understand?
And
Yeah, well, man, have a picture of the thing, we. Good memories, boy.
they need to hear and see if possible, but they need to hear people talking realistically
Yeah.
about somebody.
But I think I will
Sounds-
always go back to this, what we were saying just now about the size starting big, right?
Mhm.
Plenty of my brethren, my oldest customer is one of my school friend, Sean. Right? I trim Sean since I'm on the side of my mother's house, you know, on a dining room chair, you know, with a tablecloth, you know, around his neck. And when it get too hot, you take it off. You dig? And men just take off the jersey and flap off the hair and thing and them go on. Walk with your razor blade. Right? Just the other day we laughing about it in the shop here. Say he come and he telling me, he say, boy, he say, boy, look what we reach here, boy. He say, I remember that day we get went down in the gallery because I was trimming in the porch.
Mm.
All the apartments I ever live in, I used to trim.
Right.
So I go trim the neighbor downstairs, I go trim his son.
Mm.
When I was in Lamontel, the youth men and them over the road, I trimming he brethren. He come to trim me, pass and see me trimming and they with his partner from school.
Mm.
Two of them want to trim. Yeah, them not, what we go do, why?
Mm.
How much you trim? I say, well, 10. You have a razor blade? Nah, coming back. Them go on by the shop, buy 2 razor blade and come back. And since then, I trim that youth man. He have a long ass now, but he just cut off the side. So,
Mm.
you dig? And I will always tell people, you see, the issue just be, besides the fear, right? The issue just be the commitment. Because it have plenty times I tell my wife I go down and close down my business. Plenty times. When it was just me alone in the front day. Because she was doing nails, I was cutting hair.
Right.
And I just always remind people that it had periods. I just, cover shirts look just like that. My first barbering shirt is a black and red shirt.
Right.
I used to come out, put on my shirt and just sit down on the chair. Put on the TV and just sit down on the chair. And hope. And a man will call, hey, any shop hour? Yeah, come through. But them since then is appointments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I always, it had a period in my time when I was working digital, boy. The business had me so choking me.
Mm.
Every evening I ram out. And I saying, boy, where's this boy? And if I could really do this full time and forget, I just say, nah, I ain't ready for that yet. And then the business died back down. Because I wasn't putting any effort now.
Effort, yeah.
Right? When I leave and I went flow now, the same thing happened again. I said, boy, I can't pass this time, boy. I jump in. My wife leave first. Because then I be her stressing she out and she bust out.
Mm.
And I say, well, if she busting out, I go can't leave first now is sole breadwinner thing. I go wait for she to build up and thing. Why? Them come and put me on a performance improvement. I say, serious? But that's the answer I was looking for. The door just opened so. Smoke come out and thing. And you see the light in the back.
Sparkly.
I bust out.
Yeah.
And I never regret it one day.
I understand what you're saying there because it had the no, I just do nothing on the side, you know.
Right,
And with work and whatnot.
right.
Other day I play the fool and I do some sweet bread.
You know why you laughing? On sweet bread is,
Life.
boy.
I do some sweet bread, I do some small cakes and thing and I just do some like little shipping and so
Pastries, yeah.
things just take munch on, you know?
Yeah.
A lady come and she was this day eating. I didn't know what she was, but she was on some committee for something that was happening in Twin Towers
Mm.
in the
Central
Central
Bank.
Bank Auditorium.
Yeah.
And come with a list. I need a price for 1,000 and these 4,000 and these like. I was like, what? I said, love, I don't really do this, you know. She said, well, you need to start, so I need 1,000. That's she literal words. So, out of stupidness,
Yeah.
I give she a price for 1,000 each or whatever, and I give her a outlandish price. Your man come, that was a Sunday.
Yeah.
Tuesday evening,
Check.
the check was, I think the price of everything would have been like about $45,000. Your man come and hand me a check for $20,000 and tell me I'll get the rest on the day I give it.
What are you gonna do?
What did you do?
I fucking do it. Yeah, I find some friend.
Yeah.
My gallery, right? How you get my gallery facing the road, right? I borrow my neighbor's stove
Yeah.
and the next neighbor across the road stove and get some gas tank and thing and run that. Had 4 stove in one house running.
Wait.
Right, just to finish that today.
Yeah.
But I finished it
You
and I
finish
reach
it.
on time and thing, but that is real work, boy.
Yeah.
It's real
So-
work.
That is something that you just talk about too now. And I see a post with it, and I feel like, oh, Lord, they're just slapping me with words, boy. Like, some are we not successful because we afraid success. Not from the standpoint of putting any work, but the standpoint of being acknowledged. Like, yeah.
Fear success is a real thing.
Fear success. You fear that success because when it come, you will.
You know what
We
to
living
do.
in a world today. It was already hard before, but we living in a world today where if you is considered one of the better chefs in the country,
Yeah.
that's not something that could stay private.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine in today's world now, social media and pictures and how easy it is to share that. I went and them called me to judge a African food contest,
Mm.
Right, yes.
right?
Yeah.
And I was like, first things first, I was impressed. The other person I was with, apparently he has some kind of cooking background.
Mm.
So he was going real hard on them by telling them I accept something you said earlier. We in Trinidad,
Okay.
it has certain ingredients
We just do have.
Yeah.
we just don't have here. And I will never downplay the way we just cook here.
Nah.
I've always said that food tourism is something we're not capitalizing on. I don't care nobody say we can
Well,
go anywhere in the world and sell a pilau.
No. We started looking at it different. Especially
I think so.
with,
Yeah.
with street food.
Right.
Right.
Street
No,
food especially.
no, we started looking at it different because it's not just a vibe alone, it's a whole culture in itself.
Yep.
Right? And I ain't gonna lie, there are people who just do food on an evening, there are people who just do food just on a weekend, there
Yeah.
are people who just do food every day, like their livelihood.
Yeah.
And I telling you, the man who making doubles, the people who making pies,
Yeah.
like pastry pies,
Yeah.
and the man who coming out and doing fish boil and barbecue, all of them just work real hard.
Yeah.
Especially if it is these people who just keep the food to a standard and a taste,
Yeah.
that is easy to do. Trust me. That easy to do.
Yeah.
Right? And it have a lot of places that you go to that you go today, the food tastes one way.
Yeah.
boy.
You go tomorrow.
That has pissed me off,
You
bro.
Right.
have a place I wouldn't call the name. All I would say is that you just have to put a food on a scale. I take them I just give them the props for the fact that 20
Consistent.
something years I'm
Yeah.
eating their food.
Consistent, yeah, consistent.
To the point where now I introduced my 8-year-old daughter to it, and I just had to be hoping she don't remember there, because when we go there, we spend a little change now.
Yeah.
Right? Because the food is so consistently good. Like the station, just like I did the first, because I could remember the first time buying from them. The boss man trying to butter we up because here we working late. As a man not satisfied with my overtime.
Right.
He said, it had this new place there, go and carry it for food, or they go like it, but he buy the food. We know that we didn't see the price. Right? And this is 20-something years ago on the avenue. When they used to be on the avenue.
Oh, yeah, it was older than
Right. You understand? And that taste, especially that green fig salad,
Yeah.
that's the first time I ever had it.
Yeah.
I love green fig.
Yeah.
To today, it's the same.
Yeah.
You know? So, and that tiny note of Mortel in here commenting, Mortel say, as an entrepreneur, you know, Mortel is make up your words.
Yeah.
The
It is
wordsmith
imperative
guy.
to think about supplying a good product other than the money you are going to make. mediocrity must be a no-no when starting an establishment. And
Facts.
We here?
Boy.
real agree that.
Facts.
Real agree that. He say
Facts.
emancipation takes 3 steps. 1, educate. 2, agitate. 3, organize. Kwame Ture, well said.
Yeah. But big up man like Motel because we have a little announcement, you know. Motel, you see that statement when you give away by?
Yeah, boy.
They are playing to good manners.
Playing to good manners.
Yeah, we're going to have a segment
Title
that coming in. I don't know if we go to the beginning of the show because we started with that, then the whole show is back on that.
Yeah, we might know that.
You might have to do it at the end of the show.
Playing
to good manners.
But this is Trinidad.
Yeah.
Bacchanal is breakfast.
Hey, he say emancipation is a joke just like our so-called independence. And this is why we have some elders in these societies, and some of them was in that very same consultation
Yeah.
about the renaming and stuff, like
Yeah.
Baba Oba,
Yeah.
that are agitating for the
Kiteme.
renaming of places like in Lavantil and thing now.
Yeah.
Right? I think I'll show you the video with the map and everything. They actually already done do a map and name over certain things and take a name because who these things name after, I tell them, all here who want to hold on to this and ball like Trinidad history, would you name yourself son Adolf or Hitler? You ever listening to any sports? We watch real sports here.
Not once.
And hear anybody name Adolf?
Not once, bro. That name like I get blacklisted in the name.
You understand?
In the name.
We never even come across a last name Hitler. And them would not have been the only people at that time with that name.
Nah.
Right? So don't come and tell me now that, oh, it's just a name and it's part of history. The only time we hear that name is when we're talking about that specific history.
Yeah.
But we have to walk around here, hearing about Columbus, hearing about Thomas Picton,
Yeah.
hearing about Fort George. And none of these people did things that could be considered great when we look back at it now.
Yeah.
Some of these people are them were barbaric slave owners.
Yeah.
Barbaric colonizers.
But you see the reason why they don't understand and why they would want or can hold on to it is because it really didn't have nothing to do with them.
No,
When
it
I say
benefit them.
It benefit them.
Yeah.
And that they were not on the receiving end of that. You understand? Meaning, when slavery abolished, they didn't say, well, only hold out 10,000, all that thing. And all we sorry, whatever, but that wasn't what it was. They just say, well, all right, they're free.
But then they still have to come and work for you.
Go ahead now.
They still own everything.
Correct.
Remember, it was just, and I will tell them, no, come on.
Yeah.
All right, so I will start back from that part. I would say that we just celebrate independence with all the fanfare, all the money spent. I sure you could use, hey, Christopher in your house, boy, blessings king.
Yeah.
I sure thanks, Mendoza. Yeah, right, leading up to emancipation in terms of the celebration, right? Just 8 years after that, when we supposedly fight for independence and be free, black people had to rise up. Where had people get killed and all kind of things.
Wasn't black people
Because-
alone,
Right. Africans and Indians. Because they were dissatisfied and disenfranchised still.
Yeah.
A big part of that is tied in today for the fact that we never get no justice via people getting criminal charges and via reparations. And reparations is something they don't want to talk at all.
Yeah.
You know why they don't want to talk? Because all they see it as is they losing money. Oh, we didn't have nothing to do with that. If you didn't have nothing to do with it, right, give up your money.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have nothing to do with the wealth you make
Give
neither.
up the land too.
Oh God.
Give up the land too.
You understand?
Yeah.
Or they still own estates.
Yeah.
But they talking about all they didn't have nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
But you're still benefiting.
Correct.
Give up the estate.
Correct.
Go back to the land. You see how that man ball go back Africa?
Yeah.
But we could tell you that too, even if we ain't ball all your dirty stinking water so and so. We can tell him that too. You are not our original land inhabitant of this land.
Yeah.
Go back to the land that.
That you come from.
But I want to make it plain to them. Once, or they're telling me go back, or they had to talk money. I say because I didn't come here on Royal Caribbean.
Disney.
Disney
You understand? Or a $100 million yacht. Me ain't come here on that. We come here bound and tied.
Yeah. And start.
You know, just imagine that trip from there to there taking months and you to have next day person, man.
Huh.
West Coast just started driving behind a garbage truck for a few meters. Where you could roll up your glass and all kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
You imagine after we changed to a dead person or next to a dead person.
Yeah.
And these people want to tell me to simplify it and go back Africa. Boy! Them man did it right this one, boy. I'm making it my business.
Yeah.
For when them thing and them come around again, if it come around again, I'll be there. I'll be the guy telling people the Nubian experience is not tied to anybody giving me anything. I sell a product, I sell t-shirts and dashikis, sometimes jewelry and stuff.
Yeah.
You like it, you buy it. You understand? I don't get no subvention from nobody, none. So I don't need to be politically correct. I don't want to be disrespectful, you know. But again, well, let's still not hear me.
Nah, the mic up. That's our whole message I'm trying to
I want to check
say.
and see.
Nah, but just unmute your phone. Just pop the volume on your phone. Because I get the audio here.
Yeah.
So the old message from you, hear me, all right?
Yeah, Christopher had said it at 109 when we move it on.
Right.
Oh.
So the thing about it is the same people that enslave you and colonize you and tell you that complexion and skin related to something called a devil and all them things is the same people that tell you. They give you a book to read, they call that book the Bible and they say this go save your soul. And that's why I just tell them I don't believe Caucasians have souls the way we just talk about soul. That might be another discussion. But here they tell you, that book said turn the other cheek, right? But nowhere on this planet that people do something to them that they feel they needed to respond, they ever turn the other cheek. They never, so when they had the Middle East thing and they claim people attack them.
Yeah.
They did turn the other cheeks.
At all.
And that's why I do a jersey years ago, I must bring it back now. We are out of cheeks to turn. You understand? Because they don't do that.
At all.
They will, and they have interest all over the world. Me and you can have interest all over the world. The landing right here in Trinidad when they bought war, they talk about the world thing and that has nothing to do with we. They talk about the 1990 Eastern Shagar Master. That they take away all them land from all them farmers and all them people and everything. They needed a pass to go around there at a certain time.
Yep.
Like
So some parts of the still can't go right now.
come on, man.
Cannot go.
Yeah.
I say, yeah, and that army base that have there, that is not Trinidad ingenuity, you know.
No.
No.
That is,
That was a
we
US
just
base.
take it over. You understand what I'm
handed
saying?
it over.
Right?
They handed it over.
Right. Right?
Take
Now,
it
I
But
tell
they
them that.
hand over Trinidad.
Right?
Which other country in the world
Yeah.
you know, ask for independence and get it. Everybody had to fight and war and back and all
Yeah.
of this.
Yeah.
Which other
And
country?
we are crown in terms of the money that was generated here and things. So it's not necessarily, that ain't making no sense. So
Which other country in the world?
we have to fight.
Ask.
We don't know nothing that happened with that.
No.
Right?
We just know that
He went and he came back.
they're gonna come back with the papers.
Yeah. And then here comes BP.
God.
You see, I don't look at it.
That what I don't like. That's what I don't like.
Yeah.
And they what I don't like. They don't like we young people, especially we young black people,
Yeah.
having this
that.
discussion.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to, we want to talk about badness.
Yeah.
Jordans.
Yeah, yeah, the latest Jordan.
Yeah.
You see that when you see the latest fad with the training money of the boat?
Oh, yeah. So, Some road rage.
Cruise, boy, them and
Yes,
and
yes.
Cruise. What's that, boy?
Me, and I working on the boat.
Yeah.
It had net, all the boats are them on it. All the boats are them on
All
it.
the going down,
And I just be like, yeah, man.
Trade way.
All of a sudden, I don't work downstairs.
Trade
I have to
way.
go downstairs, I'm telling you.
yeah.
And no, again, we go back to Dr. Amos Wilson, where he say, we are the only people on the planet that to prove that we are free and emancipated and independent. There's two things that is either endanger our lives or enrich others.
Yeah.
Because that shit don't make no kind of sense.
Yeah.
Watch when I don't even feel you will see the people and them who, or they might be not even millionaires, or they might be 100 years or 1,000. I don't even feel you will see the billionaires doing the kind of shit when we use with the cash money we have.
And the thing is, if you check it out, right, majority of the time when you see, well, what people say rich people, because really and truly wealthy people, they don't see that.
Yeah, that's a different thing.
Yeah.
They don't see
Chris Rock make that very clear for me.
Yeah.
Rich
and
and wealthy is two different things.
right?
And if you see them, you'll doubt.
Majority of the time when it is you see these rich people
Yeah.
doing what we go consider assholeness, it's sponsored for likes right now.
Yep.
That's it. It's sponsored, and that's what a lot of these young people don't
You chain
understand.
up with yeah.
You understand?
Yeah,
That
chain
lifestyle,
up
right? And that's why the discussion we was having this morning,
Mm-hmm.
and I said Disney
Yeah.
fed up real people out there.
Yeah.
That's a fact,
That's a fact.
All of that we are just to touch in on.
right?
That's a
Just
fact.
to touch in and say, alright, mommy, thanks. In today's world, I just want to say like simple, because sometimes we might have a long whole thing to say on it, really. Like, women have been conditioned to look at a man before he can kill him,
Yeah.
right? And it's not necessarily always a bad thing, but we living in a time where what a man can give you is boiled down to money.
Yeah.
And it have no monetary value on the man that when you come home in the evening, you're coming home to peace.
Well,
It have no value on the man that checking up on you. I mean, we on social media, they see woman complaining, there was with a man and you go to work and you ain't hear from the man till evening time and look at him like, but all they don't place value on that. All they want to know, I tell them, it's real simple for me. In the world that we live in, well, I can't even really have this discussion with you because all them married forever. You understand? I was trying to go that road, but
Circumstances beyond your
right,
control.
right.
We leave it
I
at
still want to go that road.
that. Yeah.
Right? I ain't give up on that aspect of it. But
With this.
I lived a little loose life already in my younger days.
Yeah.
When you're watching me today, two things is a red flag for me from the user too. If when you ask me why bring it to the table, first thing was I find it disrespectful to ask a man. If we conversing and talking on a certain level, we don't need to have that direct thing like we're bringing, like, you know, this is not a job we are applying for and I want to know that it's $75 an hour you're paying me. You sure? So that I calculate in at the end of the week or the fortnight or the month, this is what I'm supposed to get, right?
Yeah.
Right. From the time you ask me that, that's a red flag. And then You asking me what I bring into the table, and all you bring into the table is Nani. Think about it now. We have an influx of citizens from another island, another country, sorry, not an island, big country, right? And some of them is clear to see working in the field. They say it's the oldest job anyway.
Yeah.
Prostitution.
Yeah.
Right? Right. How you bringing that same thing with them gain away there with no headache to the table could qualify for even if the amount of whatever money you feel like I have to bring or don't have to bring? How that quantifying?
Yeah.
And this is what I tell them, sister, all that peace of mind, you come home and we don't put on for you on the rub foot, the walk on today.
Yeah.
You don't tell me how
I'm eating today.
yeah, what one I'm eating, man. I know you want that man or you want that woman to get along, what one. You understand? And then let it talk.
Yeah.
That conversation is.
Yeah.
Come on now, man. Come on now, man. You come home my evening and you study, oh God, why I cook this evening, boy? You come in there.
Yeah.
That was
Yes,
from my dog.
Yeah.
Once there's that thing in the house, that goes and cook. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, no value
On that.
is placed on that now. So, no mean downplaying the importance of money, because I remember my mother saying, and I didn't like it when I was younger, but I overstand it now and appreciate it. Money carefully, love carefully, very. So you can be chipper about it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, now that we get older, while love can fill your belly, we know it need other things. Love is not all,
Yeah.
but the financial aspect I just know, because that's someone will stay. A man coughing the brains out.
Yeah.
But where one your paper,
Yeah.
you live in a nice house, you get you go tell
Circumstances.
you understand?
Yeah.
So but you go take that cough in your head.
Yeah.
Now, if you think about it, right? This is a new thing or no thing.
Yeah.
But men have been treated this way because since in ancient time they hear about dowry, and that is what the man providing for the daughter.
Yeah, correct.
Right? And plenty times this marriage for love thing now. That is
New
thing.
thing. 20th century.
Right.
Man.
Because all the time it was a contract.
Correct.
Right? It was a financial contract.
Correct.
Right? And majority of the time I will get a piece of facts. You know it's the reason Catholic priests don't marry? Before there was allowed to marry. Right? And when they send a priest to Baratara, send a priest to Baratara, you get a church there, you learn everything around the church.
It's yours.
When you're married and you're dead,
You're going from it, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
the church will not get in. So they ban that.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So that is, I wouldn't say the only, but it's one of the main reasons that they allow priests
To
to
get
marry.
married.
Right? And it's always been that you provide something
In exchange
something
for it.
else. Right? And it don't always be, and especially in those times, it used to be like your village have wheat and cucumber and potato,
Yeah.
but your village have oil, and when I say oil, I mean like cooking
Cooking
oil,
oil, yeah.
and you always provide like flours and
Yeah.
all kind of different things.
Yeah.
And my army might be stronger than yours,
Right.
but to keep the peace on the land,
Yeah. We marry.
right? My daughter will marry your daughter, and I have some sons here who come and fight for you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
While you provide protection for we,
Yeah.
everything is our provision,
Provision. That's right.
right? And you touch on Chris Rock again. Chris Rock would say, men are loved according to what they provide.
Men and only
Appreciate
women
it.
and dogs are loved unconditionally.
Yeah.
Men are loved on the condition that they could provide something. And watch me now as a man, especially as a man out here that experience things like that. Know that we getting older and our reasoning skills is a little more.
Yeah.
That's a real harsh reality.
Yeah. But it is a reality.
Yeah.
It is
That's
a
hard to
reality.
face.
Especially now where Now, speaking from a father point of view, a father of daughters.
Mm-hmm.
I have daughters. I have daughters in a dating age.
Yeah.
Right? At a dating age. Right? These young ladies, from an early age, they were taught and they were, when I say young ladies, I'm not talking about my daughters alone, but ladies on the road.
Yeah.
Right? When I use the term Disney free up red people, that Prince Charming thing,
Yeah.
and that like, you remember when a woman from small was picture their wedding day,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The
Not that
picture their marriage.
Yeah. The
You
wedding day.
understand? Right? When Cinderella done, when the movie done, it done on the wedding.
Yeah.
You show you nothing else, huh?
Yeah,
You
you show
like
you after
real
that.
life,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They show you after that.
Yeah.
Right? No, then what they don't realize, this is a prince
Yeah.
that have servants and all these things. When it's you and your husband alone in a house and all, there are things to do, and this
Yes.
one don't want to wash. I tired and I don't want to wash you as a different argument. Yeah, that's I mean it's a stupid way to look at it, but
No,
that
but
is
it's
how
real
it
because
is.
you know, say,
Yeah.
the way type back that is they say Prince Charming is a prince with.
Servants
So when
and
he
all.
done eat, he didn't better rest down his spoon, so he take his spoon and go away. But as you say,
but,
imagine you and your wife and 4 children.
yeah, that's
The real way is in this thing there. Yeah, but again,
But we, like, no, again, speaking as a father, it always to combat that because if it is you living in the house, you have to pull your own weight,
right.
right? So, Mondays you always
come on.
washing your Tuesday you wash.
Mommy, you on?
That's it.
Let me go
That's
there.
how we just go.
Exactly.
Like, I walk for your home right
Let
now.
me get a joke now from my mother on there right now.
Yeah,
Well, we almost a week.
right.
Same over.
So it's 5 children,
Mm.
each one of we have a week.
I will tell wash yours.
Week to wash yours, right?
Right.
The 4th child
Mm.
used to wash yours halfway. So mommy rule was if she go and check the ways or she pull out something to use on the car, you cannot do it on it.
Mm.
That's the next day.
Oh, okay, so you wanna continue?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
None of we ain't wash wares for months. Come on, brother. Only washing. That man washing wares and crying. Months. Because you only washing wares halfway, you know.
Learn the lesson now. Just watch the rest
That
properly.
is not part of it, as I say, you know,
Yeah.
you help out in the house, you
Yeah.
you do things. But as I say previously, go to watch on TV, then they try to apply this shit to real life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some of the things real unrealistic.
Yeah. And no, I mean, it's something I hear, but I used to laugh at it, but you see it. A lot of women can't cook like their mothers, but they can drink like their fathers. Right? I mean, it's funny, but it's true. And most of them both try and thing and fight and all that. You see, who does it say no?
It's girl.
It's girl fighting.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
And a lot of people that say, parents in the home, and a lot of these children come from good standing homes and parents with,
Without any influence
husband and wives in the
social
home.
media.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? And these people seeing these things. I have a little daughter. No, it was my fault. I'm saying that. I tell her it was my fault.
Right.
Right? I think I gave my daughter a phone too. Right? And a lot of people chastise me for saying that because the area we live in, the time we ran out on the road.
Yeah.
Just. But I realized once you're not doing nothing,
Yeah.
you understand? So from that now, I was like, yo, you gotta be able to do this, you gotta be able to do that. And they don't understand at the end of the day, right? If me and your mother is so close with her,
When?
right?
When?
Yeah.
Because it
You
bumped
want,
up.
yeah,
It
you
bumped up.
gotta be able
To handle
to
your story.
tell their stories,
Yeah.
right? And my mother used to, not my mother, my wife used to vex with me. I used to make them try and like do certain things, scrub thing and whatever. And she used to vex, it's children. I said, no, but when it is they had to learn, but you know how much mix I get to make a salary.
Asada.
That same sweet bread you eat there. Yeah, that same sweet bread. I collect that sweet bread, steal pan everything straight to the left side of my face. Because I forget to put something. The whole sweet bread with the pan everything.
I just say that.
Boy,
You see, chores is a must.
Mandatory.
Right? Chores is a must. As you say, that's certain things you have to learn to do. Right?
I have to learn to work here.
I don't know that I want to be like my mother and them. Every now and again, you just have to get a little reminder.
Yeah, it's not a girl.
You have to get a little reminder. Right? Because I tell them, I say my daughter, I say, were you seeing some of them training them getting out and talking and things when they in school? From the time you utter like that, you get mad with them.
Yeah.
You understand? Because we be watching, we might stand up in the evening, be right before we leave and thing, and the mannerism of some of them children and them.
Yeah.
You are around all of that. All I want to know is daughter, that is not the way to act. She's a young goddess, that is not the way to act.
Yeah.
I don't even tell she child on there, I tell she is a young goddess. That is not the way to act. I tell she, I say, I know you're acting like that when I'm not here, because one of the days it will slip. Because I walk in there, telling our friend this. She didn't see me now. Then she talking, and she turned around now and she see me. She don't do nothing bad.
Yeah.
But she whole tone, everything, countenance, everything was different now.
Yeah.
When she turned around, she see me, baby. Hi, daddy.
Yeah.
I was like, hey.
I see you.
See where you was talking there.
I see you, yeah.
You understand? And that is what, let me read Montella two comments here, he said, Trinidad is not a country. There is no harm in hamburger, no vegetable can give you oil. If I'm cleaning a vacuum, doesn't it make the vacuum cleaner? The moral is we must speak facts on things. Montella's comments are he say, this stinking heart button boy. That go back to Africa's statement is foolishness. The untouchables of India and the bastard children of Nigeria, Yoruba, who worship in Trinidad and Tobago. So what would that person do? But we had to go back. My cousin, my cousin repatriated.
Yeah.
He just yesterday or day before in Ghana, and I shocked because I find he's a real quiet person. I don't know, like Africa. Break him up. The man real quiet. Since we growing up, like the same one who was so we said, right. And he posted up that just either yesterday or Sunday that, and he's the second person I hear talk that. Strange enough, the first person was his mother, a real good friend, who used to go to Egypt long before I knew anything about Africa. And I remember hearing, mommy don't know what I'm talking about, I remember her hearing her say, they just tell us here, Africans don't like we. But I've been to a few countries in Africa, including Egypt, a few times. I've never experienced that.
Bullshit.
And he's saying the same thing he's saying, and there's somebody who there right now.
Yeah.
He said they're telling us when we hear Africans don't like all of them feel them, or there's no Africans like you see by here, and all them talking as brothers and all they come back and all they welcome and all kind of thing.
Yeah.
The same thing we talk about. That is the Disney version
Yeah.
for that.
Correct.
But I would like to ask that when you see you go back to Africa, right? Where are you going?
Yeah.
And I always tell you, you going where you want to go. Because the nice thing about the city is what I tell them. When we look at this world outside of European eyes, it's not nothing stopping you from going Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa. None of them places if you choose to go.
Ethiopia.
And it's Ethiopia. That's nothing stopping you from going on India, Sri Lanka, Thailand. That's not stopping you from none of them things. But again, we're looking at the world through the eyes of the people who tell me what we is.
Yeah.
And I tell people, they tell us who we are, removing the obvious. That's why it's laugh at the Hebrew Israelites. Removing the obvious.
Yeah.
So obvious, plenty of East Africa.
Yeah.
That obvious, right? The landmass with them people, that's where we come from. But they tell you maybe it's not that. And then here comes the Hebrew Israelites telling you you're from Hebrew inhabitants of Israel. And Israelites are saying, okay, all right. Let me just say for the sake of argument, I listen to them. Show me the history of that land and the inhabitants of that land and the descendants. They're looking at me now. Why are you looking for that? I will go Ghana and sit down and wait for you. Because I will not find people in there. And right? And there's what they're doing here now. So now when the community they're using all this, so where you gonna go? You don't know what you choose.
You know, as I said that day, Bashi, who's coming on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Bashi went France, right? He went France, because he brother live in France, whatever. So while he going in the museum, think. Buck up on a statue, brother.
Yeah, I remember you should read that.
That looking exactly like the man.
It's like he.
Like he.
Same chin, same nose, same eye, the way he head shape, everything, you know. Even the man body structure. He take a picture.
Yeah, I remember you should read that.
Because he say, that blow his mind up because remember, he never went to Africa.
Yeah.
But in France, you have the museum.
The real African
artifacts and thing. And they had Egyptian statues. And the statue of, what was it now, man named boy? Forget his name, Jen. But he had a picture of the man and he started watching the man, so like, that he made it? You think?
I gotta tell you about my statue.
Yeah, because I have photo ID here. I have photo ID here. This is me, I want back my statue.
Oh, they are paying me for that.
Correct.
I remember in the pandemic,
Yeah.
one of the times when they opened back up one thing, a youth man in France walk into one of the museums, a whole crew for him.
Yeah.
And he had to take back the thing on him. But I arrested him. But he movement that I must look up to see what become of that. He did real traction at that time. I was like, yo, that's why that line in Black Panther. Black Panther real jewels, isn't it?
Yeah.
That line in Black Panther, when he asked you what it is, and she said, no, I'm not Yoruba. I can't hear. So don't worry, I will take it off here. She said, so knowing that, he said, how you feel your ancestors get this?
Yeah.
You feel their price paid? And there was the things that we free to tell them that this thinking man who went in the consultation and talked that
have yourself
their money is what is give them the confidence that they have.
Yeah.
I always tell you at that time I had organized a football a FET match tournament.
Yeah.
And when I support red, people hear everything. We have a FET match tournament hockey posting and a little Caucasian child from one of the companies, because there was 3 companies. So like he's one of the people on one of the side's son. I remember with that child that I was a gay child, that son, I still keep him. I let him know here is the scene. When I saw him play that football. Anything you want to kidnap them, the Karen they look me here. If I on the field, I want to ask them anything you want. Anything. Yeah. Right? Do not go by the toilet by yourself, come and right, yeah. And he was so with a football. This child who is the same age as he, come on the sideline making noise. I want to play. And I tell them right here, I said, first they don't even want to identify with me, they don't even talk like me. I work with 2 companies for Caucasians. They don't even talk like me, right here. Okay, fine. Them give you the small man. Get small man a jersey that fits in them like a wedding gown, quite a whole tree behind him, quite bigger than him. Yeah. And pass the ball to him, and I hear him, and everybody was saying, hey, oh God, so can be like, yo, play for a fucking trophy. We just sweating on that. No, we in actual competition. Yeah. And you know what? No, this is, I wasn't as deep as I entered this now. When I look back at that today, all I see is this psychology of fear and worship at the same time. Yeah. Because Dr. Joseph Benakan always tell me that you can't have up this white man in your house and get respect from your woman. He says it's not possible, because then you have them kind of situations happening and you don't even understand why. Yeah. Your oppressor and your God, if they look the same way, you will never rise up against your oppressor. Yeah. So one of the first things I did when I started to understand that, any imagery I have a European depiction of God born. Any imagery, right? Yeah. And I promote mass, especially around children, because some of them there's only two ways to do it. Some of them see it and feel it immediately, or some of them see it and drawn to it. They can't explain why, they want to come, they want to touch it. Look at this. It's so because something in the DNA, ancestral memory talking to them.
Yeah.
You understand? Instead of we putting up these images. I mean in 2024.
Disconnecting them from it.
2024. You never come across nothing that make you realize, even if you believe in Christianity, but that image, you seeing people that was beating you. I'm telling you, there's your religion now. There's the image they put in front of you.
Yeah.
Nah. And again, it tied into everything that we just do and feel, because all them people sit down in that consultation and nobody in Cosway Massa.
Yeah.
No, I watch one person move strategic.
Chief.
You understand? I watch this strategic movement of that one person.
Yeah.
But nobody say nothing to this man. I tell people, I say sometimes that I make them uncomfortable. Like when I used to work in the phone company, I tell them, I said, they could never give me a see that protest because you here right now, I don't know part of it. Because it's my time that you're paying for it.
Yeah.
When it's 15 people, need 15 people to run the office effectively. And 10 we take the day to day.
Chaos.
Bad.
Chaos.
They're not watching Karen or Richard Ashe or Miguel.
Yeah.
They're watching the uniform and the people behind that day. So they wonder who's the CEO, what kind of man is that?
Yeah.
Right? Similarly, I tell them, I tell them now, them people that are making them moves in the company, that all they know detrimental, and they get an address.
Yeah.
And we had to go there in full uniform, 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I stand up outside. We ain't saying nothing, we ain't doing nothing. 50 people outside your house. Because that's the discomfort that you're making us feel. Somebody was to make him feel uncomfortable there.
Yeah.
Because them people comfortable to be disrespectful to African people.
Yeah.
Very, very comfortable.
They go through that though, I tell you.
And nobody. I remember having to, and I don't even know how I calmed down in Center Excellence when I want to drop off some extinguishers for a white-owned company, an American company. And apparently, when we left the office, I just stick a use it in certain things. I just stick her for proper information in terms of when I have to work and carry things for you. So I have a purchase. I don't want, before you hand me that delivery note that you write up from we company, I want to see the purchase order from Swangini. You understand?
Yeah.
That purchase order is what I work with.
Nothing else.
Right? And then I'll come and I'll line it up with the delivery note. I like to write my own delivery note. But if you do it up, then I'll come and line it up with them. Because this here come from you, and purchase order say 10 pound, 3 20 pound, 2 5 pound. I'll come and watch your purchase order you write up. That's the same thing, they will load it up inside. All we have to do is drop it off, then say the way it's stored for the sale. Right? I like that kind of work because you live in Woodbrook, you just have to go to Center Excellence, drop it off. I might have to kite up some sales small thing. We can send that after that. Yeah. Right? When I reach out there now, apparently he sent another purchase order for more extinguishers. But we done leave already.
Yeah.
Right? We ain't get no call, no nothing. Reach out there. So he said, but I said I wanted Yankee Twang, I wanted some more expensive. I said, well, no, and I took a copy of the purchase order and stapled it to the delivery note. Right? He said, well, he ordered more. I said, well, we didn't get that. The time that we left, this was what was inside.
Right.
You know when them things come through, it's a time and thing on it. No?
Yeah.
So I watching he showing, he waving up to me, but I watching is like an hour and something after we leave. So we in business.
Yeah.
So I think, and I said, so we're going to bring up here. When I turn to walk, all I used to turn my back people, can't you people get anything right?
Ooh.
And I lose it. But I promise myself, no white person can do that, we'll talk again. I nearly beat this man in Center Excellence up in the man's face, boy. And Son, I tell you, man, I say, meaning going to hit you, boy, going to tie you up on that post out there, leave you in the sun, but I call the one of the boss man and they right there. I say, one of your customers go call you and tell you, I'll cuss him up, make sure you tell you why, and hang up the phone right in front of you. They never ask for nothing more that in the office. And it's white people also there. They never ask for nothing more that in the office. But that's how they feel.
Yeah.
The man cursing when the waterfront was building up. I was working for that same company.
Yeah.
We see our water cooler. No, I don't come from the 18th or 19th floor up there doing some work. I come downstairs and I see our water cooler with purified water. Oh God. I go and feed the Frenchman now. Oh no, so you can't drink that water. Well, Kaka will come on. Check me out. I say, you see that? Like Trinidad air breathing, boy. You want me drink from a water cooler, yo? You understand? Because I for them. But I still alive and well. And again, it's because they do all they have to do with confidence, whether it would make feels uncomfortable or not. And we can't even speak truth to them. We still scared to do that.
Yeah.
And then I changed. It's been a tough anymore. I know my daughter be silent around them, no way, no how.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to talk and scared and no. Because then it gone there, just been on continue.
Yeah.
Now hear the thing about it now. He is probably a father.
Yep.
He is probably a grandfather. We teaching them chain and grandchildren. Right? He ain't teaching to tell them, go back Africa. And you don't see some, he literally some more. And the Arawaks, the Caribs kill red people. The Caribs commit genocide too. Oh, I'll tell you all this.
Brother.
Yeah. It's uncomfortable sometimes.
Yeah.
That's just the world that we live in when it comes to doing work for the betterment of people.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable. Because you'll have to say things that is outside of people's comfort zone. You have to. Like, why would you want to defend the ships that we replaced?
Yeah.
And even if we forget the underlying racial tone or ethnic tone when it comes to the fact that them things symbolize the beginning of the slavery era for our people. Even if we minus that argument from the equation, that's still a real healthy thing in terms of they say there's the pan they want to put.
Yeah.
An instrument created here.
Après c'est what? Would you ship up with the water? Wait, go from here now, boy.
Alright.
Go from here and put it in the water. No,
Yeah,
you're leaving it on the quota and today. That's moving it off the shield and put it in the water.
Yeah, no, I tell you, I will be sarcastic with them. I tell them, alright, you have to go and maintain it. Again, a priest, a Roman Catholic priest, them had to say that.
Of course, you have to say that.
Because the Vatican wealthy today, a big part is due to slavery.
Yeah.
A very, very big part of the Vatican wealth today is due to slavery.
Yep.
I tell them, we want betterment. But is it realistic for us to get betterment under this current? We are thinking and doing things.
Huh.
One of them man who went up and said, go back Africa. Each children could probably walk in the bank with a real good business idea and a business plan and thing, and probably get a loan.
Probably.
But me and you
walk
not
back
get,
out there. You
not
not
getting
going
a
no
loan with just a good business idea,
Never with no
big
bank.
business plan, proposal, everything. We not getting that.
One phone call.
So they might need money going back.
No, you could have what according to where you're from, where you're living, with your name.
Yeah.
You ain't getting nothing.
Alright.
You ain't getting nothing.
Yeah.
You could have the money and you fully covering that loan.
I ain't getting you that. I'm not getting you
All
that.
kind of talk and kind of thing.
Yeah.
The advertisements on the radio, they say get the answer in 24 hours. You there waiting for the next 3 years.
And this is what I say to them, I say, realistically, this system is not working, but it wasn't designed to work.
No. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not like not working. It just
It wasn't designed to work for we.
They're working for we.
No, kudos.
Oh, that how you use that? Oh.
Yeah.
Kudos to the people who get to benefit them.
Yeah.
To the people that look like we, that get to benefit them. Kudos. Kudos, because yo. I see Bami make a post. Bami make a post and say something to the effect that he can't forget his ancestors because without them, I won't get it because it was a little profound, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little profound. But
So some gems.
nah, I'll tell you, we are real people that we posting about Satan.
Yeah.
We have a man who's make up word for we daily.
You Wood Smith.
Oh, Mortel.
You Wood Smith playing talk good manners. Playing talk good manners.
You understand? I'll tell you, I want to get you. So,
Nice to live.
Yo, that cricket in Trinidad.
he said, yeah, what he said now? He said, I'm alive right now because someone survived slavery. I won't let their sacrifice go to waste. They have to survive the unthinkable for me to live today. So to my ancestors, I honor your strength and resilience.
Huh.
And that's a real beautifully simple way to
put it.
to the people who just make it sound like get over slavery and forget slavery, you know.
Yeah.
To the point where they're trying to write it out of history, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In talk.
But we gotta get back that calling,
Yeah.
No, we can do it, you know, remember you had the phone there? Put it on speaker and they call on WhatsApp and we talk. Now I bring the laptop.
because it, as I say, and I will always say, there's no nice way to tell somebody the truth. Not just the truth, no, but the thing that you hold on to so dear for the majority of your life is a lie. Or built on a lie. You know how nice way to tell somebody that?
Yeah.
You could imagine when I tell a 75-year-old, let me say, quarter white, his grandmother was a half white.
Yeah.
And he father was a black man, but his mother was half white. And, you know. So he still have other thing where he looking black, red, whatever. And he grew up around all that whiteness and he could grow up to tell you most of the things that you hear, you know, how's their history and things.
Yeah.
It's a lie.
Yeah.
That's not no easy conversation. It have no nice way. I keep saying that. It have no nice way to tell somebody something that will not shatter everything they believe in.
If you as an individual do not understand, shouldn't you understand? Or how we they say in local parlance, you ain't good for yourself. That's it. Thing out here, you find out. It could
blow your mind.
Yeah, it could trip you off.
Yeah.
It could trip you off. You understand?
Yeah.
That's it. And I have a cousin. His father passed away. My uncle, his mother brother, passed away last year. His daughter didn't come to the funeral. My cousin come. And they never really get along, but by his father.
Right.
But the reason he didn't get along with the father was because of whatever happened when he was a little child. Now, all of we had whatever issues. But what I just tell him, the father move on and he have a little brother.
Right.
That little boy never do you nothing.
True.
That little boy never do you
Nothing. Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. So he can't pay for the father transgression.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? Since the father just fall on his son and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Right? No, I just do good with all of them. Right? But why does try to show him? I said, brother, you are wife and children. And you live out here.
Yeah.
At least you have to understand between man and woman what's going on.
Yeah.
It's not all the time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And not because it will work with your mother, don't mean it would not work with somebody else.
Yes, yeah. Correct.
Right? So, in all this time, you can't still have venom. You understand?
Yeah,
No,
cool to that.
you can hide the venom, eh? But I is a firm believer, and if somebody living in your head rent free,
Yeah,
that is your fault.
that's right.
You understand?
That's right.
You can't have that just feeling that is the only aspect of this person you know, right?
Yeah.
You understand? And that your father. Right? Now, on many occasions I have seen my uncle try to make it rules because he had grandchildren now.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, and that is the first son because he is a month older than me.
Wait.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I used to make joke and tell my mother, I say, what happened? You want Tony make a Tony or my uncle? I say, you want Tony make a better one. You understand? Because
Who come in first?
yeah. Because I literally he's the well, it's not yeah. Well, I'm on. He's the 22nd of August, I see 18th of September.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trinidad balance.
Yeah, I'm on.
You rum it off.
Yeah. So when it is we talking and thinking and telling us somebody, I say at the end of the day, you have to remember you are children. Right? I say, alright. That is it, brother. He are children. All the children are around the same age. And two of them bounce up. Them children bounce up. What you do?
Yeah.
Right? You ain't know them children, he ain't know your children. Right? Family and family. Cousin and cousin don't make doesn't children. You understand? I say, if out of anything else, just for that aspect I tell you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Because I can be real frightened with my daughter and thing and my son and thing. My father had 12 sisters and one brother. And all of them are children.
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
And they don't know everybody.
I don't know everybody, but still, the little bit of one know, yeah, look, all these, them, you know.
Yeah.
So that they don't fix it, so.
Yeah.
On my father's side.
But,
Nice
that's how I
greatness.
know, because I see people cry. And I talk about people after they make children and things get to find out, well, yeah,
Yeah, like cousin.
yeah,
Cousin might still be acceptable, or whatever.
brother and sister, right? I see that already too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know a couple from
Yeah.
today gonna do that too.
Yeah, and they did, them literally did not know.
Yeah.
And
And they're
literally,
married.
like how you say,
Yeah.
one in Tobago, right? He got in Tobago and bounced up the girl, right? The
Yeah.
girl was working in Tobago at the time, but she's from here,
Yeah.
right? One Tobago bounced up the girl, bring back the girl to her and do what they do here, and they're getting pregnant, they decide to make her go at it. They live in 4 years down the road. They happen to have a get together funeral. My aunt dead, you know. My aunt dead too. Very literal conversation. And I say no in the kitchen. Where's that? Where you aunt from?
Yeah.
Malaba. My aunt too.
What was your aunt name?
Sorry.
Bacana, like belly.
Baka.
That's the dress too, you know.
Yeah.
That's the
I
dress.
tell you, is it that?
It's me. Shave and scandal
I
in the
migrate.
farm. But, you know, nobody here. Children is done 2 and 3 years
Never
old.
do, boy.
You have a 3-year-old daughter and a 2-year-old son.
Yeah.
Right? And the thing was, they was living in Tobago. You remember, you understand?
Yeah.
So, they didn't know. They
Yeah.
didn't know, they just didn't know.
Just didn't know, yeah. That's right, boy.
Yeah,
William, it's 2 o'clock.
Yeah, boy.
Right?
And that one and a half fly, boy.
Yeah, I don't want to tell you if there's one thing we know we sit down here.
Time to pick up.
Right? So as I say, from next week, we're back on Saturday evening, Saturday night.
Yeah.
We're looking for more interaction, or they can call in, they'll call my phone, and we go work it out. But we have some hot topics to bring,
Yeah.
as we just normally do. And as I was telling Karen, I don't always have to be so serious now,
Yeah.
you know. But we definitely come with that. I like the idea that
Play top.
playing talk good manners. Always remember that statement. Here in Mortel,
Mighty Mortel, boy.
right? So live more life in good health.
Yeah.
Be safe out there,
Yeah.
right?
Thanks for having me here today.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Mendoza finals real quiet today, Mendoza.
You in the chat?
Yeah.
You feel sick off? I feel
Nah,
pretty
but when you see a new song, I feel you on TikTok. You want a new song? It gonna catch you. It gonna catch you. Somebody see like we were in love too, so. Yeah. But we just rock back, you know?
Shut in love.
Yeah, Miguel. Who we know, boy?
Yeah, brother.
Miguel is my brethren from school days, boy. What, boy? Same class. Yeah. Never stop.
When since.
Never stop. And this is why I tell some of my schoolmates now, you know, we just never stop now. It no matter, we are quick son or nothing now.
Yeah.
We just never stop. Yeah, we realize it right there. They will be like, don't hug up.
Yeah.
Like yourself. So my brother, blessings all you. Be safe out there.
Yeah.
Remember, action is support is an action word.
Please.
Love is an action word.
Yeah.
Right, they will look out for one another.
Yeah.
They will love one another. They look out for one another. Children.
Most important.
And just live good. We could do this, boy. We don't need no outside intervention. We could do this in our communities, boy.
Facts.
Right? More life and good health, we go in Kagi.
Yeah, definitely.